Hi, I'm Gabriela from Tulip Art Designs, and if you are a creative person who likes to draw with ink and watercolor and who also likes to use this as a relaxation, or you want to just improve your skills, you're on the right place. Here I encourage people to just get creative, and in today's video I'm teaching you how to draw this. So it's quite a nice illustration, and I hope you will learn a lot. So let's start it. I want to add a small thing, that the outline of this drawing, of this illustration, is in the description, so go find the link and download it so you can trace, add your details and paint it yourself. Hi, so here I already made a little sketch, and before I start, let me walk you through the materials I will use today. So I have my Winsor & Newton watercolor, I have the Cotman collection, I have an extra palette to mix my colors, I have here a round brush from Princeton, the Snap collection number 6 and number 10. I also have here some extra, like 16 or a small one. This one, for example, is number 2, in case I want to add extra detail or just a big wash area. And then I also have my pen. So Pigma Micron, I have 08, 02, and I have a brush. Then some water, and I also have my paper towel to clean my brushes. The paper I am using here is Arches, and this one I have 185. It's cold pressed. I really like that it has a little bit of texture, so I really enjoy this. But if you don't have these materials, just don't stress out. I would love to encourage you just to use whatever materials you have if you would like to draw this at home. If you're following me on Instagram or here, you know that all these things I would like to make them just in a very relaxing way, because yeah, that's art for me. It's a time for myself. It's a quite perfect moment when I can get a little bit of creativity to just relax. So I first sketched here this Christmassy scene. I have the vintage car and the tree, the Christmas tree coming out. If you go on Pinterest or Google, you can definitely find this scene and you can take it as a reference. If you like, I have this page as a coloring page, so you can find link in the description, so you can just grab it and start painting. So you can print it, of course, and do it yourself at home. So the first thing here I want to do, I want to add a little bit of wash background, then I will do the car and I will do the tree. Before I start coloring the elements, I will just ink. So I will do the outline, then I will color them, and the last step I will see, maybe or maybe not. Sometimes I would like to add a little bit of a contrast and some details with my white jelly pen, but let's see how it will go. So the first step, I will grab my big brush and I would love to add just a little bit of yellowish, very warm background, very transparent, like this, just to have a nice and warm background. I will not go here where it's supposed to be the snow, so only the part where I have the car and the tree, and then I am not really making a nice shape or anything, just like this. Before I continue to the next part, I have to make sure that this is dry. Here I want also to tell you that if you would like to do first ink and then watercolor, you really need waterproof ink. So if you are using, let me see if you can see this, yeah. If you are using pens or the fine liners, make sure that they are waterproof. And if you are using ink itself, it also has to be waterproofed. If you don't have such a thing, it's fine. You can first add watercolor, and then if you would like, you can just do the ink as a finish step when everything is dry, and then just don't add any more watercolor. Now I want to use my heating tool to speed up the process and then continue with watercoloring. Okay, so you can see that my paper is just not flat anymore. You can just use tape all around to try, to fix it on the table. I am not really stressing too much about this. Just keep in mind that when you add more and more watercolor and more layers, then your paper will probably do this. But for now, I'm totally fine. I do it for myself. Then I make sure this is all dry to add some ink. And here I just want to tell you that if you start with this pencil sketch, you have to remember that when you add watercolor on top of your sketch, you cannot erase the pencil anymore. It's not a big deal. The thing is that what I usually do, I usually just make sure that I lightening down, or I am erasing big part of the pencil just before I start with watercolor, and then it's not so visible. But that's one thing. So I'm just going around my sketch with the pencil. Sometimes I am making my lines not continuous, but just really sketchy. You can do everything, so you can really make it nice and continuous lines, or just like me, very shaky. It's absolutely okay. I am just adding some texture lines like this, then another window from my nice vintage car, and then something like this. I have one more window here, and then the frame. So this one, it's quite nice. That's my snow, like this. And then I have the tree. So I'm not really going into big details, as you can see. The tree, I will just do these scribbles, like this, and I'm just following this triangle kind of a shape to prevent that it's a nice Christmas tree, something like this. And a bit here. Because I want this to be super relaxing sketch and not focusing on the details, I like making it this messy. But you can definitely get a reference photo and just make it quite, you know, detailed and whatever you like it. The good part of this kind of illustration is that you can add as many details as you like. You can just make it as messy as you like it. It's not always about the details, or because you can add as many details as you like, as I said, or just keep it more simple or really messy or like this. I think I'm not gonna add anything anymore. I'll just use the brush to add a little bit of how to say, shadowy effect. And when I do this, I try to add it always on the same side. So I am doing bottom and right, like this. So it will just bring a little bit of character to the illustration. And yeah, something like this, maybe a little bit of the door here, and maybe a little bit on the tree here and there. But when we do this, we want to add it a bit more dense. So when we do it, we don't want to keep the same distance all the time, or the same length of these lines. So maybe inside here, like this, and I will just stop here. Just one last thing over here, and then the watercolor. So I want to have this vintage look, so I will use some red and to make it a bit yeah, not so vibrant, I will add a little bit of green like this. I will make sure my brush is not really wet, and then I will just go around. Okay, like this. Sometimes I have these white spots, and then while it's still wet, I just go back and add a little bit of dark and vibrant red to create this nice texture. And I add it mainly on the borders or very close to the lines that I have. And if your paper is still wet, then you will see that it will bleed quite nice. But if it's dry, it's also okay, because you can see nice texture. And also maybe here. Okay, then I want a little bit more, so I'm just getting a little bit of this purple that I have there, and go back one more time. Like this. I hope you are not hearing my husband. My door is closed, but probably his door is not. Okay, like this. Yeah, you can hear him because we are both working from home and kids are at the daycare now, so we are both focused on our work. And I want to wait here to dry completely to do the tree, but maybe I can make my tiles. Like this. Then I grab paint directly and add it. I really like wet on wet technique because you can see that I just throw in some paint and it does quite nice job. Okay, I will use one more time my heating tool to speed up the process, and I will continue with the tree after that. I want to quickly add some lights here, like this, and then I will take my smaller brush to make this A little bit of darkness, and then I have some yellow for the lights. With a little bit of water, I will do this to make it quite a nice vibrant yellow. And I will do the same here. I'm not really sure, probably this one in the back is red, but I don't care. I just like having this nice yellow around. Okay, and now it's time for the tree. For the tree I will use number 6. I will start here with mixing a few greens. I have some left over. I'm not bothering too much about it. I really like using this leftover paint because then you have nice colors. Maybe like this, a little bit more, and then I start with one layer and I'm just tapping with my brush, trying to not overdo it because I want to add some lights. So I'm just going like this and tapping with my brush like this. Here that's inside, I will just add a bit more like this, and then I will add some other green while it's still wet, maybe like this. And this illustration is quite nice because you can use it for yourself, or you can make a nice gift to somebody, or you can make a card. It's really up to you. And then I need a little bit of colors for my Christmas lights. I think blue one here and here, then a nice red. And of course yellow, nice and vibrant. It's quite dark here. As you know, I'm based in the Netherlands, or if you don't know, I am based in the Netherlands, and yeah, it's the season of darkness, so it's, yeah, it's quite dark. I will add a little bit of lightening like this. So I really hope that it's quite visible what I'm doing. And I hope you are learning something or just enjoying it, getting some inspiration. Okay, and now I will grab the big brush again I will add water here. I will just wet the paper, not too much. Then I have a little bit of gray that I'm adding on the top, and with clean brush I will blend it like this. And last step will be when I will add a little bit of white. I will use a jelly roll pen. Let me see, can you see this one? But I need this to be completely dry first. Okay. Then what I do with the white, I am searching for some contrast. So where I have the darkest spaces, I add a little bit of white, like this. Let's see if I will need to grab the other one. Okay, my camera just stopped. I hope you didn't miss so much. I have to change my settings, I guess. But for now, I will continue like this. Okay, and that's it. I want to grab a little bit of red paint and just do this, not too much, but okay, maybe it's already too much, and my desk is full of red spots. Okay, that's it. I will just stop here. I will remove this tape and try to show you the illustration a bit closer from these different angles. And I love it a lot, so I hope you liked it too. I hope you learned something, and that's for today. So that was it. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned something. Let me know if you just get the PDF that I made for you. Share with me what you created, and I can't wait to see all your creations. So if you liked it, just subscribe for my channel. It means the world for me. And like the video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.